We're starting to see a trend in the La Jolla detached market as of lately. So our pendings are down. However, the homes that are going pending, they are moving fast. And they're skipping all the other homes that have been on market for some time. Zero history of price reductions is mostly what we're seeing going pending. Hi, I'm Tara Ravanbach, your La Jolla native realtor, artist, and daughter of an international architect with Lotzof and Associates at Compass. So if you remember, for the week of March 2nd to March 8th, we said we had 10 homes go pending, 8 of which have zero history of price reductions. And some of those homes got picked up quite fast, right? And those were in the $3 million under, $3 to $5 million, and the $5 to $7 million range. Then for the week of March 9th till March 15th, we stated that we had 6 homes go pending in the $3 million under range, $3 to $5 million, and then the $7 to $9 million range. 4 of which have zero history of price reductions and they're getting picked up quite fast. And then this week from March 16th until the 22nd, we have 4 homes that went pending in the $3 million under range and the $3 to $5 million range. However, one of them, which is the only one with a history of price reductions, became active again. So the 3 other ones with no history of price reductions remain pending as of this morning, March 28th, right? And what that tells us is that the buyers, they are waiting on the sidelines. They're waiting on the sidelines and they're picking up the homes that are priced right from the beginning or that are becoming active later on, like from February to March, whatnot. And they're picking those homes up fast. And they're letting the ones that are sitting active in the active inventory, collecting the days on market with the price reduction history, they're passing those up. But remember, every home in La Jolla will sell for the right price. There's only so much land there, and especially for detached homes, right? Especially ones that are not in an association where you can actually do something with the land. You can build, right? Of course, depending on the zoning. And also, I just want to note that one of the homes that did go pending this last week was actually, it became active in January and it held its price for about 2 months and then it went pending. So now let's go ahead and talk about some of these sold listings that sold quite fast, because I don't want you guys to get scared if I'm saying the pendings are going down. That's not necessarily something to be scared of. It's just that that's what is happening right now. And there are still homes that are moving fast, okay? So let's start with a few. Let's start with our first sold. So 5741 La Jolla Hermosa in Bird Rock. Okay, so that sold in 14 days. It was first listed on March 6th. It went pending only a few days later on the 11th, and then it sold on the 20th of March for a list price, $2.795 million at $2,000 a square foot. And that house, it's a 3x2, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and then there's a detached casita, which is remodeled with a nice outdoor space, and that's a 1x1, okay? So that one was the first one. Next, we have 438 C Lane in the Beach Barber Tract, which was a beautiful, charming Tudor-style home that's just steps away from the beach, right? And that one was remodeled. The baths did need a little bit of work. However, it really fit the charm of the home very well. So it'd be a shame to kind of get rid of that. So I think it fits perfectly. So this home, it became active on the 17th of February, and then it actually sold on the 21st of March. So from start to finish, that took 32 days, and it sold for slightly under list. So it was listed at 4798, and then it closed for just under 4780, right? And then the price per square foot on that one is just under 1721 a square foot. With C Lane, you can capture some ocean views as well. Not as expansive, but you can capture some. Next, we have a charming Spanish-style home in the village of La Jolla. So that's a 3x2, that's 1,500 square feet, does require some work. It was first listed as active on the 19th of March, and it's already pending as of March 26th. And on that one, the price per square foot that sparked an offer is $1,532 a square foot. Now, please keep in mind, we do not know what these homes are in contract for when they're pending, right? And even if I did know or do know, I wouldn't be able to tell you on camera. So yes, just want you to know that. Next, we have another Tudor style home, this one in La Jolla Mesa, that just went pending this last week. So it was first listed on March 12th and it went pending March 21st. And the list price on that one was $2.5 million. The price per square footage was just under $979 a square foot. The home itself is beautiful. It has high ceilings, and the kitchen was nicely remodeled, very nicely updated. The baths do need some work, and there is still some carpet in the bedrooms and such, but you also can capture some ocean views from there. Not as expansive as, some of the other homes in La Jolla, of course. I mean, it's also 2.5 mil list price. However, for the value that you're getting, and again, we don't know what it's in contract for. However, for my last example, we have another home in Upper La Jolla Shores that was just listed on the 5th of March and is already pending as of the 19th of March. So this one, it's actually a just over 3,000 square feet on a 0.78 acre lot. However, the home does come with nearly approved plans, architectural plans from Marengo Morton, so locally renowned architects, to build a big, beautiful home. So yes, 0.78 acre lot to build that. Now, of course, you're not going to get that whole big house for 3,995 mil or whatever the home is in contract for. That's not what that is. They're just giving you the nearly approved plans. That's what that is. So don't think that if they're saying that here's the nearly approved plans of this big beautiful home that is, let's say, 6,000 plus square feet, that is what you're getting, because it's not. Okay? And the price per square footage that sparked an offer for them was roughly $12.94 a square foot. And as far as the views go, it has really magnificent La Jolla Hill views, the hills and everything, very lush and green and with beautiful homes. And then since it's a one-story home, and if they're building a two-story home, then you'll capture even more expansive ocean views, right? So why does this matter to sellers? Well, sellers should notate that if their listing is coming to market and it's priced correctly, likely it's going to move fast just based off of how these buyers are reacting. And again, I'm not saying if it's a $15 million home priced right, it's going to move as fast as these ones. That's not what I'm saying. But if a home is sitting active, and let's say your home is $2.5 million, guys, agents listen up too. If your home is 2.5 mil and just sitting active and collecting days on market, and you don't even have one showing or nothing, look at this. Look how fast these other 2.5, 2.299, even the 4 million, whatever, they're getting picked up fast. So, okay, now let's jump into our weekly summaries and discuss how many active we have and such today. So as of this morning, March 28th, we have 72 active detached homes minus one, which is not truly detached now. So that's 71. And then we have 28 pending. And then we have 138 units in total in all of La Jolla. Now let's discuss our price reductions for this last week. So we're looking at March 16th until March 22nd. So we had 4 homes reduced this last week with an average just under 343,000, which is an average percentage reduction of 3.43%. As far as the ranges go for the price reductions, it's actually quite similar to the week before. So we have from 45,000 up to 1 million, right? And then we have the ranges for that one is going to be from 1.7 until 5.6%. And then our median reduction is down this last week, so we're at 162,500. And lastly, we have the updated weekly price reduction chart. So I've added week 9 for us over here. So as you can see, with a 3 million under, the reduction started again. So it stopped for 3 weeks. And then we have another one, 3 to 5 mil, which again makes up the bulk of our inventory. We saw the pattern, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, and now it's dropped to 1 again. The 5 to 7 mil, we just have 1, and then we have one bigger reduction in the 17 to $19 million range. And then for next week, I can already tell you that we have some other homes over the 10 million mark reducing too, okay? So that's what I have for you this week. And again, I'm Tara Ravanbach with Craig Lotzof and Associates at Compass. If you ever have any questions about the market or need any help with anything, I'm always here for you. 858-414-6310, and we'll see you next week.